The Pacers, like half an hour before the deadline, they get Ivica Zubac. The Clippers get Benedict Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson, 2 first-round picks, and the protections on these picks are fascinating. The Pacers are trading their 2026 pick this year, the one that they traded back for right before Haliburton tore the Achilles and all this. They're trading that pick, their pick this year. But it's protected 1 through 4 and 10 through 30. So the Clippers only get it if this pick lands 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. If it's any other number in the first round, the Pacers keep it. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. And if the Clippers if the Clippers don't get it, if it's not 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then it converts into a 2031 unprotected first. And the Pacers are already sending an unprotected 2029 to the Clippers. So this could end up being an awesome trade for the Clippers, where they end up getting like a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th pick in a really good draft. Or it can end up, being really good for whoever's making decisions for the Clippers at the end of the decade and the beginning of the next one. But so the protections are fascinating. I think it's really interesting how you do this. But look, the Clippers part of this, take a flyer on Benedict Mathurin. Okay, now I got Mathurin and Darius Garland. That's interesting to me. I don't know that they fit great, but they're young. I can re-sign Mathurin this summer if I like what I see over the next couple months. Yeah, I don't mind that. I've just traded James Harden and Zubac, and I've pretty much gotten a bunch of what I think the next version of my team is going to be, or at least the means to acquire players for the next version of my team. So I like that. But the Pacers part of this is the big part of this, right? You get Zubac, and that's the guy that everybody wanted. Pacers, the Celtics, you had a bunch of teams interested in Zubac. I love Zubac. I thought he was one of the best 5 centers in the league last year. I thought he was a no-brainer all-star last year. I think I might have had him. I mean, he was on the bubble of one of my all-NBA teams. And he's been really good. Not as good this year, but he's a good player. And for Tyrese Haliburton, I find this really interesting. And one of the things I always go back to and I think about with Haliburton is when he first got traded to Indiana, there was a story done, and I forget who wrote it, and I'm sorry. I wish I could remember. Maybe I'll find it. But somebody wrote a story about his burgeoning at that time chemistry with Miles Turner. And in that piece, Haliburton has a quote talking about, and I'm paraphrasing here, but talking about how his entire life he grew up with rim rolling type of centers, playing with rim rolling centers. And even in Sacramento, rim rolling centers. Never really played with a floor spacing 5. And actually didn't think he would like it. And then he got paired up with Turner and he said, I actually like this. And that quote always just stuck in the back of my brain. And I started thinking about it more after they let Miles Turner walk this past summer. Because a lot of people were, you need to replace Miles Turner. They go get Jay Huff. A lot of people are trying to figure out how can they get another spacing 5 like Turner. And I was always thinking, what if they go the other way and give Haliburton a rim roller again? Now, Zubac isn't a rim roller in the way that like a classic rim roller like DeAndre Jordan is, right? But he gets to the rim. He's awesome in pick and roll. We saw the chemistry that he developed with James Harden. He's got great touch around the basket. He's big. He's physical. Great screen setter. I am very, very interested and excited to watch Haliburton play with Zubac in that way. But really the big thing here for the Pacers is the defensive part of this, right? I mean, this is a whole new backbone to you defensively. And with Zubac and Pascal Siakam, I really like that as a defensive front court. The Pacers allowed the 4th most shots within 6 feet of the basket this season. Now, the difference between Miles Turner and Zubac, I think defensively is big. It's even bigger between the group that the Pacers are running out there this year at center and Zubac. So the fact that they allow so many shots at the basket isn't surprising. But they also had no answer for it, right? Like the gap year part of this is one thing, but Haliburton's coming back. Haliburton's not helping with your rim protection. They needed to get a center. Zubac is the best guy that they could have gotten. So yeah, like I said, the 4th most shots in the league within 6 feet of the basket. Zubac holds opponents to 11.4 percentage points less than their average within 6 feet of the basket. That's Victor Wembanyama, Rudy Gobert type numbers. Not exaggerating. He's awesome as a rim protector. Mainly a drop defender, can come up to the level of the screen a little bit. We'll see how Rick Carlisle plays him. My guess, a lot of different ways. Rick Carlisle is very creative on both ends of the court. This to me is a home run, and it might be the most interesting trade to me, even outside the Harden. Harden's pretty interesting. But the tangible impact of this, not this season, but next season, you get Haliburton back. You've got Zubac. You've got Siakam. You didn't move any of your core pieces, right, to get them. You didn't have to move Nembhard. You didn't have to move Nesmith. All it cost you was Mathurin and some of these picks. And if you keep this 2026 pick, if it stays in the top 4 specifically, and you're able to get one of these great players in this draft alongside Haliburton and Zubac, you're never going to miss these first-round picks that do end up conveying. And you've got your team for years. For years. Something interesting is brewing in Indiana. A team that, as good as that team was that went to 7 games against the Thunder last year in the finals, it kind of feels like the team that they're building is going to be even better than that.